What is good, boys and maybe girls? I don't know. But so we've learned about candlesticks now, what they signify, and time frames as well even. So now we're going to look at very basic, simple trends, upwards or downwards, seen on these graphs here. So we'll go to the handy dandy sketch pad now, and oh shit, you didn't say anything. Yeah, let's just grab a little. Hopefully it's still recording. Hey, that would be bad. Anyway, let's grab a little thing from here just for after. But yeah, trends: upwards, downwards, sideways. Those are the three trends: up, down, sideways. Three very basic trends. What does up mean? It's going up. What does down mean? It's going down. What does sideways mean? There's no real trend. It's just going sideways. Let's look at up first. So upwards trend. That means here. Let's just say it's like that. There's a low here, a high here, a low here, a high here. So upwards trends are higher highs and higher lows. That is what uptrends are: higher highs and higher lows. So this is the low here and this is low here. Where's this low? Higher than that low. This is here, this is here. This high, higher than that high, okay? Now, can you take a guess what low trends are? Believe it or not. High, like, let's just mark it out here. Take a guess, take a guess. Lower highs and lower lows. Should do the same thing every time, eh? Lower highs and lower lows. Can you believe it? And then lastly, look at the last one, sideways, where there's no real trend. It could be a low. Oh, this looks like it's going downwards. Let's and then it's high and it's low. It's messy, but you get what I mean, okay? It's a very, very simple, fundamental concept. High highs and lower lows. Let's just see this snapshot. Hopefully there is a few easy things I can show you here. So here is where there's actually one more thing I do have to tell you about, which I don't know if I said in the last video, to be honest, I forgot. As we said before, I'll do a red candle. That means it's going downwards. And then a green candle. Exactly, it's going up. You're learning, hey? So, if it's going downwards and then going up, what does that mean? Down, then up. There's a low here. And then if it's vice versa, so I'm just going to do it like this. Going down, it's going up, then down, there's a high. So these trends are filled with lows and highs where it's going down and up or up and down. That's the most important thing we have to know. I just don't want to delete this graph here, eh? Honestly, I'm just going to do that. Up, down, sideways. So now we're going to get into the juicy stuff here. Look at that, fits perfectly as well. Anyway, we'll start here. Oh, what have I just done, eh? Yeah, So there's a low and a high here, which means there's a low. And then there's a up and a down here, which means there's a high. And then that's black and that's blue, so there's a low here. And then there's another blue and black, which means this is a high. Now, you know what, I'm going to graph this on the actual table here, so it's a bit easier. So here we saw the low and the high, then down, up. Let's zoom in here a bit. Now here there's an up, down. Now there's another down, up here. So we get to the lowest point, remember the lowest point, and then there's an up, down here, blue, black. Ooh. And that's slightly above. This is a very small one. It could go further, I think, but I'm just going to stop it here. That's probably not a great example, but that is an upwards trend. I'm going to try to find a better example here for me and for you. Let's try on a higher time frame, because all of these concepts work in every time frame. This is a decent one, eh? So we have the low here, and then the high here, because it's blue and black. Then we have the blue, black downwards trend, because it's going down here at this black, and then up here at this, so that's another low here. And then it's gone from this blue trend here up to this black candle here down. That's the new high. And then there's another, what's it called? Downwards trend. So let me get here. This is one upwards trend. Obviously it's not too big. I'm trying to explain this. I've kind of learned it, but also like I'm not the best at it still, you know what I mean? But this is a very fundamental and simple concept. We'll try one more, see if I work it out. Another upwards trend. This is the low. This is the high. This is the low. This is the high. One more time. This is the low. And then it does break structure here. We'll talk about that later. So as you can see now, it's lower, and so we'll just ignore that for now. But either way, I just want you to understand what these things are. So it's when there's a higher high, higher low, or lower high and lower low. That is the most important thing. If there's anything you gathered from this video, higher high, higher low, lower high, lower lows, okay? If there's anything more, I will get back to you. Last thing I did want to show you was time zones, okay? So there's three main time zones in trading. London, let me extend this graph so you guys can see it a bit better. There's London, New York, and it says Sydney and Tokyo here, but it's pretty much just Asian, okay? London, New York, Asian, three main time zones. But saying that, the Asian time zone, Sydney, Tokyo, I'd leave that and not really trade much in that, because there's not much movement. You're not going to be making that much money, okay? That's what I've been told, and that's what I'm going to follow, okay? Although London and New York, that's where the main movement is. You can see from this trading volume here, there's a lot more people trading in these London to New York time zones, and there's little to no movement in the Asian time zone periods, okay? So let's get into it. London. We'll start with London time zone. London time zones, you want to be trading commodities, okay? Commodities and Forex, and Forex. Then the next big one, I'm not good at typing though, I can tell you that much. Hopefully this trading stuff works out. And then in indexes on New York. So I can just cover that up so I pretend I know what I'm talking about, okay? Anyway, so indexes, well, indexes are stuff like S&P 500 and NASDAQ. Then commodities and foreign exchange, that's all like euros to USD. It's the changing currency from one to the other, okay? That's kind of what you want to do on London time zones. So you can change it. This is in New York time, but you can go onto this website here, which I can show on the screen here, and put in whatever time zone. Let's say you live in London, that would be perfect for you. In London, you would be using the London time zone because that's the most beneficial for you. It'd be starting at 8, ending at 5, okay? So for me, I trade on the London time zone, even though it'd be more beneficial if I traded on the Asian time zone because there's no movement on Asian time zone, okay? So anyway, that's just a basic thing I wanted you to know. I'll link a website in the description if you wanted to use this website to find the best time zones for you and just look at what time zones. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a short little thing I wanted to show you.